around the corner.
Monday.
Yes, which means it's time to start thinking about the dreaded task of spring cleaning, which we tried yesterday.
You threw my laundry on the grounds, if you recall.
I did.
But after the closets have been organized and the dust bunnies have been cleared away, it might be time to take a closer look at another space that could use some sprucing up. Your relationship. Did you know you needed to spring clean that?
I did not, but thank goodness. Joining us this morning with some tips are co-founders of Super Connector Media, Chris Winfield and Jen Gottlieb. Hello, hello, hello.
Hello.
Happy Wednesday. Okay.
Yes.
Wednesday is too long of a word.
It's too big of a task to get that whole word out right now.
Wednesday is good. I got it.
Yeah. First of all, thanks for joining us.
Thanks
for having us. Second of all, congratulations on your nuptials.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Love a love story.
Because you can't dole out advice if you're not in a relationship.
Right.
So, why is spring the perfect time to revisit and start, sort of take new steps in your relationship?
First of all, I can't believe it's spring. It's almost spring. Like, it does not feel like that.
No, absolutely. But I think that every quarter is a good time to rejudge or just like re-come together and like recalibrate your relationship a little bit. And spring is perfect because it's like newness and we've been hiding out and it's been cold and now all of a sudden the flowers are blooming and we can go outside and it just feels like a very like restart kind of a season.
Re-enter
post-Netflix.
I'm laughing because he's like, we've been hiding out. The
There's
flowers
been a lot
like,
of
it sounds
Netflix
off
and
like
chilling.
crazy.
A lot.
It sounds like a post-apocalyptic world we're living in.
It's all right to hibernate with you, honey.
Totally. And for us, we got married in the winter. We got married in December. So now it's like our first season change.
It's your stepping out season.
As husband and wife. So it's time to, do a little restart. And I think that every quarter we like to get together and say what worked and what didn't. And seriously, because there's
Here's
things
the
that
Excel spreadsheet.
exactly.
This is what you did wrong.
Here's what
Chris.
we didn't. Here's what didn't work.
So you guys suggest a mini recommitment ceremony. Please expand on this idea.
All right. So this sounds way fancier
Yes,
than it
it does
is.
sound fancy.
It does, right? Like there's like a lot like coming on. No.
Are we getting a priest, a rabbi, or what's happening?
All of them. Bring them all in.
in the form of our dogs, 1, 2, and 3. They sit in front of us.
3, I love it.
Yeah. I mean, it's really just about making a recommitment to each other. And I think it's like an important thing. So we've been together for 4.5 years, 5 years.
Almost, I think it's 5.
She just had to give him a look.
I'm pretty sure it's 5, but okay.
Just kidding.
That'll come up in the next quarterly meeting.
Oh,
exactly.
that's at the top. It's at the top. And, so it's not like we just got married and this is like, we're like, okay, this is how it goes. So one of the things that we did at the beginning, because we worked together as well, is we would say, all right, here's what worked, here's what didn't. That's it. That's it. It's as simple as that.
Yeah.
Because like you can't fix what you can't measure. So if you can't look back and say, all right, this was what was wrong, or here's what was what we can improve. That's how it is.
And then we
it's that simple.
Yeah. And then I'll say, okay, these are the things that I commit to you, like this quarter. And it's a lot easier to make goals that are a little smaller instead of saying like the full year I promise to be the most perfect wife ever and do all these things. It's like, all right, for the next quarter, right?
Yeah.
I commit to doing this, and being the best version of myself usually is like the best thing to commit to. So then I can be the best wife to you if I'm the best version.
Well, when you say small, is it I commit to folding the laundry because sometimes it's those little things that will drive you crazy, and then by the time you talk about the big stuff like finances, you're ready to choke each other.
Exactly.
Yeah. Sometimes it's the little things, and it's not literally. We did this on like a piece of construction paper last time we did it, and we had like a Sharpie, and I'm like, I commit to after we had that conversation, like here's what's working, here's what's not. We go back, we do our commitments, we read them to each other. Our dogs are there, we're on the couch.
You got
like,
witnesses
in our pajamas.
Okay.
It's really
exactly.
simple.
Witnesses.
Yeah, I'm getting Grey's Anatomy vibes with the writing it down on the paper and because she writes with the Post-it. Make sure. So then you hang on to this piece of paper and you have it for reference because some days
Take a
are
picture
easier
of
than
it.
okay. Or we're living 2023. It's on your phone.
Exactly.
It's on your phone.
So let's talk about goal setting because this is something else that you guys talk about for this process. Can you share an example maybe of something that you might do?
Yeah, so a great goal is like we're gonna go on a date night once a week.
Thank you.
We're gonna make that happen because you have to plan that. If you don't say that that's the goal, it's like, oh, we don't have to do it this week, and then it's like a whole month goes by, we haven't gone on a date.
So the important thing is it has like once a week. So it doesn't have to be like every Thursday or every Friday, because there's things that'll come up, and then you miss one, and then you're like, okay, we're not doing it anymore, because like that's what happens with people. Like if they go to the gym, they're like, I'm gonna go to the gym every Monday, Wednesday, Friday at X time. So that's not gonna work. So
so we just say like once a week date night. That's easy for us to do. Or like we're gonna go for a walk, at least a 10-minute walk every day.
Well, we were gonna say, what is the Wonder Walk?
Wonder Walk.
So
I do Wonder Walks by myself a lot, and that was the thing that I built to kind of like set my intentions and my goals, and I'll like walk as if I'm the person that I want to be. So I'll take a lap around like by the water, and I'll visualize that I'm the person that has everything that I want, and I'll walk around the planet as that person. And so I practice being the best version of myself. And as you walk, you kind of feel the way that that person would feel, and then you walk into the house and you're like, I'm that person.
Amazing.
Right. So we do it together.
That girl.
That's right. Why are we waiting to be the person that we want to be? What if we decided to step into being that person right now?
Do it right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, and we were actually talking about with this TikTok trend, speaking it into our
Speaking
water.
Speaking your existence.
So
into
maybe
your
I'll
water,
take
into the
my
Wonder
water
Walk.
on a wonder walk.
Yes.
And I'll tell my water that I want to be Hannah Waddingham from Ted Lasso. And then I'll manifest that on my walk, and then I'll drink the water. I'll come home, and I'm like to my honey, hello,
Here I am.
puppet.
Yes, there you go. You just did it. So we'll do it together, and we'll actually sometimes we'll walk and we'll be like, okay, what's our goal? What do we want? And our company was born out of a Wonder Walk.
Yeah.
We were walking. We were
The proof
It
is
was
in
a
the
wonder
pudding.
jog.
It was a jog, but we were like walking walk. Right?
Oh, you were really feeling it that
Wonder
day.
jog, commitment to each other. Thank you both.
Thank you.
Spring cleaning every quarter.
Every quarter.
Man, this is good.
We know what's on the top of your
This
list.
is good. This is important because sometimes you hit that seven year stretch.
And then it's a wrap.